communities that do that have a lot of volunteerism. For example, the county puts it on their plan because of the Fontana Park area. Dan Cohen gets volunteers up there, and different areas of the county where people will help. Maybe they'll mow a frontier cemetery as a volunteer basis. So it comes in handy for such things. What they don't want you to do is put that on, I mean, ultimately, it's up to you people's decision on what you want to do. Ultimately, ICAP and IMWCA are going to cover it. But the loss control specialist from IMWCA went down with Bobby and looked at the situation when he was here last time, and he didn't like it. He says, you might have done it for 50 years and got away with it. He says, but the 51st year comes, there could be a problem. So,
Who said that, John?
the loss control specialist for your work comp period. All right. Now, the situation is not that they won't do this. They prefer not to do it. They will. Okay. So it's ultimately up to you on whether you want to pursue it this or not. You have a safety director. Your safety director has an opinion on this. And it's also based with OSHA. What's OSHA going to think about this? So you can't force an employee to do this either. Yeah, an employee volunteers to do this, don't have a problem with it, that's fine. But you can't force an employee to go into what they would consider a dangerous situation. So that's the facts of it. So you have to determine what you want to do.
And John, even with the volunteer coverage, those volunteers would have to go through our safety program and training before they would even be placed out on the dam to put those boards on. Is that correct?
Makes sense. Makes sense. First, and also too, is that volunteer coverage is medical only. Okay, let's say John's still employed, and he volunteers to go out and put them boards on. He gets hurt. We're going to pay for his injuries, but that's it. Loss of work ain't going to be covered. There's going to be no, he can sue if he wants to, but the language is very specific. Medical pay only for volunteers, because you're not paying. So you can't cover payroll, because they're not getting it.
John, do you think that would we have gross negligence coverage then under our other plan?
Yes.
So we'd theoretically still be covered, even if they're volunteers, they only get med pay, and they could sue us for gross negligence and theoretically get into our other pocket of coverage.
Yes.
Okay.
I can cover that with Casey Keel as well.
All right. So I guess we could tell the council that people would have coverage, but it's not recommended, and we're, okay. All right.
What if you, I mean, it's a lot like if you go to Colorado and go horseback riding, you sign a release that you know the horse may buck you off and that the horse may decide to jump off the cliff.
With you on it.
I had that happen with my daughter. Went off about a 3-foot, wasn't a mountain horse yet. It had been a plains horse, and they just were using it for the first time. So anyway, but you sign a release that you're not going to, if it's a foreseeable problem and you know that going into it, you're going to hold the city harmless. Can we do something like that with volunteers?
No.
No.
No, you can do it, but it doesn't matter. They still can sue us in comp, and they can still sue us for gross negligence. Maybe that would hold up on a gross negligence suit, but I doubt it, because it's probably against public policy, because the whole theory of gross negligence is that you should be accountable if you're really, really careless. And so I don't think it's going to fly. Colorado incident, I actually am familiar with that, because I go to Colorado a lot, and familiar with that exact statute. There's both a ski statute and a horse riding. The Colorado code, the legislature has created that as if someone does sign a waiver, or someone buys a ski lift ticket, for example, they expressly, by buying it under state law, are waiving any claim. And we don't have that in Iowa. We don't have a dam board placing.
There's no need to swear at it.
Yeah.
So that's our problem.
Certainly.
That is a specific thing the legislature allowed, or has said, and we don't have that. So that's why I'm pretty confident that waiver would not work for us, where that's why it works in Colorado. Good question.
And one other thing that I just wanted to point out was a follow-up conversation that John Evers and I had with the loss control rep that was here and went down to the dam with Bob Beatty, was a recommendation. He had two recommendations: that the Wapsie Boaters Association form their own association if they're not already, and purchase their own work comp. So that would be one option. That takes it away from the city. And the other option was to for the city to hire a contractor to place the boards, and for the contractor to provide work comp coverage. So those were two suggestions by our.
And I believe the association tried to talk to a couple contractors. It sounds like they were not very successful with that. So at that point,
I think there was a contractor that looked into it, yeah.
I had one contractor who wished not to be named. He said he would do it for approximately $5,000 bid. He said, please make sure I don't get the bid. He said, they're way too busy, they don't have time to do it. He did offer that if they were gonna have volunteers help do it, he would actually volunteer and help do it. But that would, and the other contractors I talked to, they just weren't interested. The one contractor that's currently working on the mill right now said they possibly could do it. But he was really busy and didn't know if he could give me a bid on it. And that might be a possibility yet, but everybody else declined or said they don't want it.
For this,
Not because of the fear of doing it, but they just don't do that kind of work, and they've got enough of their own work to worry about, basically.
for the Wapsie Group organization to do what you're saying as far as making their own thing is very costly, to become their own 401 whatever type of thing in order to do something like this as a nonprofit, whatever. And bottom line, the river still belongs to the city. I mean, the river is the city's responsibility. The dam is more the city's responsibility than any individual one person or one group or whatever the case is. So our decision has to be made more under that aspect than for this organization to be made responsible for it, or even for them to have to keep coming back every year begging to have us do something to fix it. When those boards are down, the appearance of the dam is not good PR for our community as people are driving down the street when you have part of them down, part of them up, you know. So we really need to come to some decision on how we're going to do this. I understand with the insurance companies being reluctant. If they're that reluctant, I'm surprised that their premiums or their riders aren't a lot more expensive if they really are trying to get people not to do it, you know. But I don't know. We're looking at $800 total that would do for the liability, and which would include the $100 on the workman's comp part of it for a rider. Do those have caps as to how much they would pay out or anything to that
your
degree?
policy limits.
Okay.
Policy. In the work comp, volunteer endorsement covers 10, first 10.
Okay.
And then it's $10 each in addition volunteer thereafter.
I still see the river as an economic part of our community and see its value and see the money that it's brought in when it is at a level where it can be a recreational type of thing, and those boards seem to be making that difference, make up the difference as to when it happens and when it's available. So I'm still positive on this thing of doing this.
And my concern, I mean, we've done it once since I've been here, I know, but I know my concern has basically been the potential risk for the employee, the hesitancy from the insurance company, and also, we hear a lot from those folks, and the gentleman that spoke already tonight that live down in those lower areas about potentially getting flooded out. So I know those have been some driving factors as well. But I can certainly see the benefit to having, to having them on there. It's just getting them on there is the tricky part. And we talked a little bit about what Waverly did with their inflatable dam, and they did, that was put in to help control flooding. And then a side benefit, an additional benefit to that, why they wanted to keep the dam was for recreation. And I know when we met with the boating group that night, they were interested in forming a subcommittee to, like what Bob mentioned, look at ways to mitigate the siltation problems that we have coming in, and maybe start doing some research on, maybe we can have an inflatable dam and make it work good for everybody. But if somebody has a check for $4.5 million tonight, I guess we'll have to do research on that, but.
The federal government shut down.
Yeah. So, but it is a definite issue that we need to address, and it's in the best interest of the city to make sure that we have a viable solution there, so.
Well, and this is not something that's a long-term solution. This is something for the short term, to get us through the season, get the thing looking better. If we don't put new boards on, we need to take the old ones off, because it looks bad to have some on, some off, and all this stuff. And in order to do that, you're gonna have somebody out there anyhow. They might as well replace them and get it done right and get that part taken care of, and then move forward with looking into some of these other things for more long-term solutions, so.
There's an aerial that your park director has from 2009 to 2011. It's just amazing how that river changed in 2 years. The silt in, the sand in, the whole 9 yards. It really changed a lot in 2 years, and that's contributed to a recreation. I know for a fact. I used to have a runabout, and I could go from the dock down here, and I could go all the way up past the golf course and around Willow Beach, and all the way up to the last curve. Now, I wouldn't venture to try to go all the way to Littleton, because it's already too dangerous to get that narrow spot up there. But still, there was a day you could do that and do it all summer long. That day is not here.
Outside of being our insurance agent, since you also are a boater, what's your personal opinion?
I said if I stood up here, my information, give you facts.
Come on. Not let me hold your feet to the fire, huh?
He doesn't want his errors and omissions policy to kick in, that's why.
I had to try. He's my neighbor. I gotta pick on him
Well,
sometime.
John, can we get a comment from our safety director?
My only concern is one thing, and that's OSHA's Section 5 General Duty Clause. And it's very specific. You put people in that dam, somebody gets seriously injured, we will